morning, dear students. I am Miss NAVEDA SHAIKH from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started. Good morning, dear students. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. I am Mrs. NAVEDA SHAIKH from MCGM virtual class. Today we are going to learn a very interesting chapter from a science 2 textbook, that is Introduction to Microbiology. This is the part 2 of this chapter. We have already done with the first part of the video. Please, if you haven't watched the video, please do go and watch the video in order to get a clear understanding about the basics of microbiology, what exactly is microbiology and how it is useful. That all is there in the first part. So please do go and watch that video. And today we'll be learning something more about microbiology and how microorganisms are useful in our day-to-day life. And please see to it that you pay attention. So let's get started. Let's continue and understand a very interesting thing and product, that is a bread. ब्रेड हम लोग बहुत खाते हैं. यू ईट पाव. नॉर्मली हम लोग जो पाव खाते हैं, ब्रेड खाते हैं, सैंडविचेस खाते हैं, पिज्जा खाते हैं, ये सब चीज ब्रेड से बनी. ये सब ब्रेड ही है, किसी ना किसी टाइप का ब्रेड है. ठीक है. तो ये ब्रेड बनता कैसे है? There are different types of breads which are produced from flour of cereals. Various cereals like मैदे से बनते हैं कुछ breads, some whole wheat से बनते हैं, कुछ oats से बनते हैं. ठीक है. मल्टीग्रेन से बनते हैं. सो रोटी भी हमारी एक तरीके की ब्रेड है. डो इज फॉर्म्ड बाय मिक्सिंग बेकर्स यीस्ट. जो भी आटा है उसके साथ में बेकर्स यीस्ट, दैट इज द नेम इज Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Water, salt and other necessary materials with flour is mixed together. Due to fermentation of carbohydrates by yeast, sugar is converted into carbon dioxide and ethanol. ठीक है. तो क्या हो रहा है, हम लोग नॉर्मल जो आटा गूंदते हैं वो आटा गूंदा जाता है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट बेकर्स यीस्ट इज ऑल्सो एडेड टू इट. ओके. बेकर्स यीस्ट इज नथिंग बट Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Now this, when they are mixed together, fermentation occurs. If it is left for some time, ठीक है, इसे मिक्स करके गूंद कर थोड़ी देर के लिए रखा जाता है. It is kept for rest. Due to fermentation, उसमें fermentation होता है जिसके यीस्ट जो है उसकी वजह से fermentation हो रहा है, जिसकी वजह से जो शुगर है वो कन्वर्ट होती है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस में और इथेनॉल में. The dough rises up due to carbon dioxide and the bread becomes spongy. जो आप लोग ब्रेड्स खाते हो या फिर आप लोग केक खाते हो, जब हम लोग केक भी खाते हैं तो उसमें भी हम लोग को स्मॉल स्मॉल होल्स दिखाई देता है ना केक में. दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. बिकॉज ड्यूरिंग द फर्मेंटेशन ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस उसमें ट्रैप हो जाती है और जब वो बेक होता है तो वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रिलीज होती है, बट वो जो होल्स है उसकी वजह से वो ब्रेड स्पॉन्जी फील होता है. ठीक है. So here in this picture it is clearly shown in picture 1 the dough is kneaded. In picture 2 it is kept for rest, and in the C picture you can see how it is rising up. ठीक है. D में उसे बेक किया जाता है और बेक करने के बाद if you can see that there are small holes which are there. That holes are showing us कि उसके अंदर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस थी और वो रिलीज हो गई, जिसकी वजह से ये होल बन गया और ये ब्रेड एकदम सॉफ्ट रहेगा. ठीक है. Compressed yeast is used in commercial bakery industry. It is available in dry granular form for domestic use. Even if when you must have baked a cake, अगर हम लोग जब केक बनाते हैं तो इसमें भी हम हमारे घर में भी yeast मिलता है. Instant yeast बोलते हैं उसे. ड्राई होता है, दाने जैसे होते हैं. ठीक है. So granular form of yeast is also available. Yeast produced for commercial use contains various useful contents like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, various vitamins and minerals. Due to this, bread and other products produced with the help of yeast become nutritive. ठीक है. ये हमारे लिए और healthy बन जाता है because of the yeast which is present. Ingredients like vinegar, soya sauce एंड मोनोसोडियम ग्लूटामेट दैट इज अजीनोमोटो, चाइनीज आइटम्स हम लोग यूज करते हैं ना, that are used presently popular Chinese food are produced by microbial fermentation. ठीक है? So here you can see how the fermentation takes place. किस तरीके से डो राइज हो रहा है because of the yeast which is present in the dough, and afterwards you get so nice soft and delicious bread that you eat. ठीक है, जो बंस हम लोग खाते हैं, बर्गर बंस है, जो गार्लिक ब्रेड खाते हो आप लोग, ये सब चीजें यही सेम प्रोसीजर से बनाई जाती है. बेसिक प्रोसीजर सेम होता है, थोड़ा बहुत चेंजेस हो सकता है बाय एडिंग फ्लेवर्स टू इट, बाय एडिंग सम अदर इंग्रेडिएंट्स टू इट. ओके, सो दैट कुड बी डन, बट द बेसिक एम इज टू मेक दैट डो राइस. जब उसे टाइम दिया जाता है, वो फूकता है, उसमें क्या होता है, रिएक्शन हो रहा है, वहां पर माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं शुगर्स को इनटू कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड एथेनॉल, और जिससे ये ब्रेड सॉफ्ट और फ्लफी बनता है. ठीक है, सो आई होप विद दिस नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू ईट ब्रेड you know which microbes are used, you know how it is fermented, and you know how it has been baked, and how you are able to eat such soft bread. Okay, let's move on to another product, that is vinegar production. Now what exactly happens in vinegar production? Vinegar मतलब जो सिरका हम लोग यूज करते हैं. Vinegar is used in each country of the world to impart sour taste to food materials and for preservation of pickles, sauce, ketchup, chutneys, etc. Chemically, vinegar is 4% acetic acid. Okay. Ethanol, and alcohol is obtained by fermentation of carbon compounds like fruit juices, maple syrup, sugar molasses, starch of the roots with the help of yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay, so here also yeast is used in the fruit juices, and from the help of these microbes, that is the yeast which is being used, you get vinegar. Let's learn exactly what happens over there. Mixture of bacterial strains like Acetobacter and Glucanobacter is mixed with ethanol for its microbial degradation. ठीक है, इनका मिक्सचर यूज किया जाता है ताकि ये माइक्रोबियल डिग्रेडेशन हो. Acetic acid and other byproducts are obtained through it. Acetic acid is separated from mixture by rarefaction. Acetic acid is bleached with the help of potassium ferrocyanide. ठीक है, अब acetic acid has a different color, तो उसे अगर ट्रांसपेरेंट करना है तो उसे ब्लीच किया जाता है with another chemical, that is potassium ferrocyanide. Then it is pasteurized, means जब उसे फिर हीट किया जाता है ताकि जो भी हार्मफुल माइक्रोब्स या केमिकल्स है वो खत्म हो जाए. Finally, very small quantity of SO2 gas is released, is mixed to produce vinegar. Soya sauce is also produced by fermentation of the mixture of flour of wheat or rice and soya bean with the help of the fungus Aspergillus oryzae. ठीक है, this is the picture of Aspergillus oryzae. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. किस तरीके से सोया सॉस भी प्रोड्यूस किया जाता है, कौन सा फंगस यूज किया जा रहा है. Whereas when we are talking about प्रोडक्शन ऑफ विनेगर, कौन से माइक्रोब्स यूज किए जाते हैं, ये माइक्रोब्स के नाम याद रखना आपको जरूरी है. ऑलराइट, लेट्स सी अ फ्यू fruits and the microbes which are used, and the role of the microbe, and the name of the beverage that you get from that. Okay, so the very first fruit that we're talking about is Caffea arabica. Now Caffea arabica is used basically, now here in this picture you can see below that these are some seeds which are there, coffee seeds, but actually में coffee seeds हम लोगों को ऐसी directly नहीं मिलती. ठीक है, how it is that you get this. So there is a fruit here, you can see this pink orange color reddish color thing, that is actually the fruit of coffee. ठीक है, इसके अंदर सीड्स होती हैं, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि बस ये फ्रूट तोड़ा और सीड निकल गई, ऐसा नहीं होता. ठीक है, सो देयर आर माइक्रोब्स व्हिच आर यूज्ड लाइक लैक्टोबैसिलस ब्रेविस, and then there is a process which is done through which the seed has the seed dries off, the fruit which is there, which comes off, and then you get the seed which is there. Then that seed which is separated is actually coffee that you get, and from that coffee, the beans are processed, and then you can use it in your day-to-day life. Then you have theobroma uh, cacao. Now that is something which is very important in our day-to-day life, that is required for making chocolates. Okay, that is cocoa. Candida, Saccharomyces, Piscia. Now these are all microbes which are used in order to get cocoa from the actual fruit. Okay. Then the role of microbe is to separate it from the seed from the fruit, and you get cocoa. You have grapes, fruit. ठीक है, उसे इसके अंदर माइक्रोब यूज किया जाता है, ग्रेप्स और एप्पल दोनों को. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, that is yeast, is used as a microbe in order to ferment and form a juice. Fermentation of juice is done, which gives you wine in case of grapes, and in case of apple you get apple cider vinegar. Okay, so this is an example in the picture given below. This is how the Saccharomyces cerevisiae looks like. The fruit of and the seed of coffee is shown, and the cocoa seeds are shown. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Microbial enzymes. Nowadays, instead of chemical catalysts are something which help to increase the chemical reaction, the speed of the chemical reaction, and make it much faster. Okay, so I hope now you'll know what is the meaning of catalyst. Microbial enzymes are used in chemical industry. These enzymes are active at low temperature. Okay, so at low temperature they are active, the pH and pressure, due to which energy is saved and erosion proof instruments are also not necessary. Enzymes carry out specific processes, hence unnecessary byproducts are not formed, due to which expenses on purification are minimized. ठीक है, तो ज़्यादा expenses नहीं लगता, chemicals ज़्यादा involved नहीं हो रहे हैं, microorganisms का use हो रहा है, enzymes हैं actually. So these are all very important and very their minimum expenses are required on that. Okay, so it is a good way of using it. In case of microbial enzymatic reaction, elimination and decomposition of waste material is avoided, and enzymes can be reused. Okay, so it is a renewable source, जैसे कि enzymes को बार बार यूज किया जा सकता है. ठीक है, अगर कोई केमिकल होता तो उसे डिस्कार्ड कर दिया जाता, या फिर उसे बार बार नई चीजें खरीदनी पड़ती, तो पैसे लगते हैं. ठीक है, तो enzymes हैं तो they can be reused again. Hence such enzymes are eco-friendly because they're not causing any hazard to the environment also. There's no wastage in that, so they are eco-friendly. Some examples of microbial enzymes are oxireductase, transferase and hydrolase, lysis, isomerase, ligase, etc. These are few names that you need to remember about the microbial enzymes that are there. Process of dirt, muck removal occurs at low temperature. 2. Due to mixing of enzymes with detergents. Glucose and fructose syrups can be obtained from corn flour by action of enzymes obtained from bacilli and streptomyces. Microbial enzymes are used in various industries like cheese, plant extract, textile, leather, paper, etc. Okay, so these are very simple things that you need to, if you just read through it, you will understand. And I hope that I've made it clear that why microbial enzymes are used nowadays, because they're eco-friendly, they're less expensive, and they are good, and they can be used again and again. You have to remember at which temperature they are active, at low temperature. Okay, and you should remember a few names of the enzymes that are used, and what are they used, in which industries they are used. They use in cheese, plant extract, textile and leather, paper, etc. Okay. Organic acid used in various commercial products and microbes useful for the same. Let us see that. Now there are sugar and wheat molasses, ammonia, salt. The microbes which are used is Bacterium, Corynebacterium. Amino acid is L-glutamic acid, and the use is production of monosodium glutamate, that is Ajinomoto. Now Ajinomoto we have earlier also discussed about it, that is in Chinese food items we may generally make use of Ajinomoto, that is produced by with the help of this microbe. Okay, sugar, molasses and salt. The microbe involved here is Aspergillus niger, which is the amino acid used is citric acid, and it is used in the making of drinks, toffees, chocolate production. Okay, so the organic source is glucose. Now organic source means जहाँ कहाँ से उन लोगों को ये माइक्रोब्स को एनर्जी मिलेगी और कन्वर्ट करेंगे और किस तरीके से इसका प्रोडक्ट हम लोग यूज करते हैं. ठीक है, सो मोलासेस, corn steep liquor, lactobacillus delbrueckii, and the amino acid which is there is lactic acid. It is a source of nitrogen and production of vitamins. The last one is molasses, corn steep liquor, and the microbe which is used is Aspergillus itaconicis, and amino acid is itaconic acid. And where it is used in paper, textile, plastic industries, and gum production. Now here you must have seen when you go out to have a shake, milkshake specifically, or an ice cream. The ice cream that you make at home and the ice cream that you get in the market are very different from each other, right? When you try to make it at home, it is quite icy. बर्फ जैसी फील होती है, बट अगर हम लोग मार्केट से लाके जो खाते हैं आइसक्रीम वो कितनी सॉफ्ट होती है, राइट? एंड द टेक्सचर इज ऑल्सो वेरी डिफरेंट. हम लोग मुंह में खा डालते हैं तो उसका जो फील होता है, जो टेक्सचर होता है, दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी डिफरेंट एज कम्पेयर टू द ice cream that you make at home. Similarly, the milkshakes that we make at home are also very different in texture and feel as compared to the milkshakes that we get in the market. Now, if you see in this picture, there are two different shakes, right? Now, one is in the form of the shake which you get it in the market, and the other is when you try to make it at home. Now there is a difference between the two. And why is it? Because there is a special kind of thing which is added to the products that are made outside, like the milkshakes or if you talk about the ice cream that I was talking about, all these things have a thing called as xanthan gum. Okay, now this xanthan gum, it imparts thickness to your favorite ice creams and the milkshakes, the puddings that you get. Okay, सूप्स दैट यू हैव इन द हाउस. ठीक है, जो बोलते हैं ना इंस्टेंट सूप होता है, जो थिकनेस जो मिलती है वो किससे मिलती है? उसके अंदर xanthan गम प्रेजेंट होता है. अब वो गम हमारा नॉर्मल च्युइंगम जैसे नहीं होता है. दिस गम इज obtained by fermentation of starch and molasses with the help of Xanthomonas species. It is variously useful due to properties like solubility in hot and cold water. ठीक है, इसे यूज कर सकते हैं बिकॉज ये दोनों टेम्परेचर पे आराम से काम कर लेता है. सपोज अगर कोई गर्म चीज बनानी है, लाइक वाइल मेकिंग आइसक्रीम्स, दैट टाइम इज ऑल्सो it could be used, and while making milkshake when the temperature is low, that time also you can use it. High density, etc. It is used for production of pigments, fertilizers, weedicides, textile pigments, toothpaste, and high quality paper as well. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. How xanthan gum imparts thickness to your favorite ice creams and milkshakes, and how it is also useful in the production of pigments, fertilizers, paper, toothpaste, etc. Substances obtained by microbial processing, citric, malic, and lactic acid to impart acidity. If you want to impart acidity to any of the substance that has been prepared, you just need to use citric, malic and lactic acid. Okay. Glutamic acid, lysine, tryptophan, it helps in protein binding. Niacin and natamycin, the role is to help as a microbial restrictor. Ascorbic acid, that is vitamin C, B12, B2, its role is as antioxidants and vitamins. Beta carotene, lycopene, xanthanase, lutein, the role is they act as an edible colors. Polysaccharides, glycolipids, they act as an emulsifier. Vanillin, ethyl butyrate, that is fruit flavor, peppermint flavor, essence of various fruits and flowers. The role is essence, means smell dena. Xylitol, aspartame, that is artificial sweeteners that you get. लोग बोलते हैं ना शुगर फ्री डाल के चाय पीते हैं, शुगर फ्री डाल के मीठा बनाते हैं. Those are obtained from the microbial processing using xylitol and aspartame. Okay. A very interesting thing that we need to talk about is antibiotics. Antibiotics are used and are given by the doctors to us in order to protect yourself and fight against any disease that has entered into your body. Okay, so there are many diseases of human and other animals have been controlled due to antibiotics obtained from different types of bacteria and fungi. Antibiotics like penicillin, monobactam, bacitracin, erythromycin, gentamicin, neomycin, streptomycin, tetracycline, vancomycin, etc. are used against various strains of gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. अभी gram positive और gram negative क्या है? When there are strains जो bacterias होते हैं under microscope देखने के time पे there are certain bacterias which are stained as gram positive and gram negative. Okay. Rifamycin is effective against tuberculosis also. Okay, so you have to remember few of the antibiotics, erythromycin, penicillin, these are very common antibiotics that you can easily remember. These are also obtained from the microbes which are good for your health. Okay, they are helping you to fight against any type of bacteria or fungus which has entered into your body. Let's talk about microbes and fuels. Now, how do you relate microbes and fuels together? Gaseous fuel, that is methane, can be obtained by microbial anaerobic decomposition of urban agricultural and industrial waste. ठीक है, तो मीथेन obtained हो सकता है माइक्रोबियल डिकम्पोजिशन की वजह से. अगर हमारा वेस्ट है जो हमारे घरों से निकलता है, जो एग्रीकल्चरल है या इंडस्ट्रियल वेस्ट है, उसको रिएक्ट किया जाता है, उसे डिकम्पोज किया जाता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ माइक्रोब्स. ठीक है, और उससे मीथेन मिलता है जो कि एक यूजफुल गैस है which could be used. Then you have ethanol. An alcohol is a clean smokeless fuel obtained during fermentation of molasses by yeast. Okay. Hydrogen gas is considered to be the fuel of future. Hydrogen gas is released during biophotolysis of water in which bacteria perform the photoreduction. ठीक है, तो ये सारी चीज़ें हम लोगों को माइक्रोब्स की मदद से ही मिलती है. मीथेन गैस है, इथेनॉल है, हाइड्रोजन गैस है. These are all very useful gases. Okay, and they could be obtained with the help of the microbial activities. Let's talk about biofuel. Now, when we talk about agricultural crop waste, मतलब जब एग्रीकल्चर जब होता है तो उसके बाद जब क्रॉप्स निकाल लिए जाते हैं तो उसके बाद जो भी वेस्ट बचता है क्रॉप्स निकालने के बाद, ठीक है, जैसे कि स्टॉक है, हस्क है, तो वो एग्रीकल्चरल वेस्ट हो गया. लाइक दैट यू हैव फॉरेस्ट वेस्ट रेसिड्यू ऑल्सो, एनिमल वेस्ट ऑल्सो and human waste as well. So when biofuel is very important among the renewable sources of good energy. These fuels are available in solid, liquid, gaseous forms. In solid, it is in the form of coal, dung, crop residues. Liquid, it is in the form of vegetable oils, alcohol, and in gaseous form, it is in gobar gas, coal gas, etc. These fuels are available easily in the and in plenty of quantity. These are reliable fuels of the future. So अब ये तो agricultural crop तो निकलना ही है, waste तो आना ही है, forest में से भी waste निकलना ही है, animal dungs भी आना ही आते ही रहना है. It is not like it is going to extinct, right? So they are reusable sources. They could be obtained again and again, and it is very good and it is a reliable fuel for the future. Now, the fuel obtained after the processing is used by us also. It is used in various industries as well. It could be used. I hope this part of the chapter is quite clear to all of you. We are still left with a few parts in this chapter and which are very interesting to know. So please see to it that you do watch the next upcoming video for this chapter. And if you have any doubts and queries, you can ask us in the comment sections and we'll try to answer your queries. Till then, thank you. If you like the session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and
This session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.